Texas A&M is my sleeper here. Look, they've only had one double-digit win season since 1998. That's a little discouraging. But Marcel Reed, he looks like the real deal. He had 15 touchdowns, 6 picks last year as a true freshman. I think he had, 633 non-sack rush yards, 7 touchdowns. Completed 61% of his passes. He was among the 17 SEC quarterbacks that had at least 150 dropbacks. He was 4th in success rate, 3rd lowest sack rate. He showed flashes last year, even with that weird Connor Wegman splitting time type of deal. I think with him as the full-time starter and a rock-solid run game behind him with senior running backs Amari Daniels and Le'Veon Moss combined for 1,400 yards, 18 scores last year. Ruben Owens is also there as a sophomore. All 5 O-linemen back from last year, all juniors or seniors. Their average size is 6'6", 333 pounds. Reed and company are going to have room to run. Reed and that backfield are going to have room to run. Wide receivers are going to be new. They lost their top 5 targets from last year, but they've got the one blanket possession guy, Casey Concepcion from NC State. He'll be there on the slant routes. He'll be there on the out routes. You need a 3rd and 4 completion. He's there for you. I love this Texas A&M team. The defense just needs to be good enough. Last year, they allowed 44 to South Carolina, 43 to Auburn, 35 to USC. I think hopefully they'll improve on that this year. I'm in on Texas A&M. I love Marcel Reed. I think the potential's there. Full-time starter. I think they go 10-2 and make the college football playoff.
Wow. Now I do want to preface what I said about us being in lockstep. They're not my underrated team, but I do love Texas A&M this year. And I'm a sucker for the continuity. You return 7 offensive starters. You return 8 defensive starters. All of the 52nd rated pass blocking unit, which you might sit there and say, 52nd, not great, but not bad. And I think they're only going to get better. Like you said, there are some big dudes on this front. Le'Veon Moss, 82 rated rusher, 10 touchdowns in limited action. I think he had some injuries last year. Yeah, he was only in 9 games. Marcel Reed, 110 rush yards, 6 rushing touchdowns, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Sneakily one of the better defenses. I think this team's going to be a lot better than what people think. I won't go spoiler alert. But I like Texas A&M this year. I like Texas A&M.
They were 6-0 when they rushed for over 170 yards last year, and I think we're going to see more of that this year. I think they're going to just ground and pound, run some read option, do whatever you have to do. I think the run game is going to be great this year.
Connor, what was that stat about the double-digit wins for Texas A&M?
They've had one double-digit winning season since 1998.
So they're the NC State Wolfpack, basically.
Well, they got Casey Concepcion. So
that's my thing. Isn't it ironic that they got him? Are you back in the NC State Wolfpack of the Southeastern Conference?
I might be, but I think this team can go 10-2. You look at the schedule. I will say, this is not a cakewalk. Here's the 4 games I think it comes down to. At Notre Dame, at LSU, at Missouri, at Texas. Those are 4 tough road games.
Game at home?
You win 3 of 4 of those during the college football playoff.
I think you're discounting Florida. I think you're discounting. Okay.
I'm in on A&M. That's my sleeper. I think they make the college football playoff this year.
Wow.
I
think they're going to be good.
I think they're going to be solid. I think they're going to be 9-3, and I think they are the perfect team. It's going to be them and LSU competing for final spots in the college football playoff. They're going to go 9-3. And we're going to be sitting there like, well, A&M did this. They're going to be the argument. Mike Elko. I think that's one thing we haven't touched on here is Mike Elko.
I was going to leave it for you, Carter.
I mean, we have freaking Jimbo. That was a disaster. I love Mike Elko. I think he's a phenomenal coach. Texas A&M obviously has unlimited money to recruit with. Look, I know you read off a lot of positive stats about Marcel Reed. I'm not the biggest Marcel Reed fan because I think when it comes down to it and it's a close game and you need Marcel Reed to drive you down the field and win you a game, I'm not super confident in that fact.
And him throwing the ball.
Yes, but maybe that doesn't need to happen that much this season if they can run the ball down people's throats and play the time of possession game. That's what they're going to have to do. And I think they can with that backfield. I mean, Le'Veon Moss and Amari Daniels, they're good. I love Casey Concepcion. I kind of agree. I think they go 9-3.
Yeah, and you win at Notre Dame week 3. I think you're rolling. I think that needs to be a win for A&M if they want.
We
to
might
be in
need
the
to
playoff.
just do a separate Notre Dame preview just for the YouTube channel because I think we need to talk about Notre Dame too at some point because they're pretty high on this AP poll.
They're real high.
I hate to say it, Notre Dame fans are going to come at me, but if you don't commit to a conference, you're getting lumped into the Power 5 or the Group of 5 pretty much.